Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. My name is Kil Jamal Muhammad. Jamal Kamar is my name. Coming live from the city of London. London? Manchester, that's to be true. Manchester, United Kingdom. With me tonight is my colleague. We'll be discussing, we'll be looking at the Liberian newspapers tonight. And if you just join or tuning in right now, we want to share the show. Tonight, we'll be looking at, this is what we'll be doing. We'll be reviewing the daily Liberian newspaper. We'll be looking at the front pages of Liberian newspapers. Wherever you are, we're making news in Liberia tonight. And we will ask you to join us, share with us your thoughts. We'll also give you the opportunity to tell us what you think about news headlines we have. Tonight to discuss, to go in depth into this story will be my colleague, Paul. Paul is based in London. Paul, Paul, tell me, what's up? What do you think tonight's stories look like for you at the various newspaper from Liberia?
Well, good evening to you, Jamal, and to our viewers. Yeah, there are a lot of news today from the various newspaper in Liberia. We'll be diving into them. Interesting news, and also the appointments that is ongoing. There are now 3 females have been appointed, but one of the female they have as questionable character, and we'll be going into that. Why are they now going behind somebody with heavy credentials? So it's something we'll look at tonight. Yeah, so we are heavily loaded with information. And also something happened in the lower house today. Rep Yeke Koluba went on a loose today. It's something that we'll look at. Why now? Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much, Paul. Paul, while we're trying to go through, we want to ask you to share wherever you are. If you join us live from the Jala Television from Liberia, based in Liberia, we say thank you for joining us. We're welcome. Wherever you join us from, we say welcome to the bottom of Liberia. We are based in the United Kingdom, more especially we are bureaus in the United Kingdom, in Norway, as well as in Sweden. So wherever you are, we ask you to send us your thoughts, your contribution. We'll also put a number on the line so you can tell us what you think about the story that making news in Liberia today. We'll be reading the newspaper headline. This is how it's going to look like tonight. Tonight, just the newspaper headline. We're going to dive deep into the heart of Liberian current affairs and events. Special segment for our viewers tonight. So a comprehensive review of the Liberian newspapers. Get ready to unravel the most intriguing stories making headlines across our beloved country. So we ask you to sit tight, buckle up. So Paul, take us through with a musical break, and we'll come back. While we're taking a musical break, we want you to help to share the show, and we will expect your thoughts.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, oh. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will knock the ball. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that left us to all our damages. We tired with their speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that's why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, oh. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the ball. I said no one to trust. My people, no one to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are heroes? Where are the God that they say they could afford? But they too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then stay they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So, why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the borrow. With the promises that let us do all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw it frustrate us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow the tendencies to be? You see, we just tell you that why we vote tell you. But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and little on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie.
This is The Bottom Line Liberia. Join us on Facebook, YouTube and online radio. This is The Bottom Line Liberia. Join us on Facebook, YouTube and online radio.
Yes, indeed. This is the Bottom Line Liberia coming to you live and direct from Europe. Paul, why you like, Paul, you're muted. You're not coming, your sound is not coming through.
Right. Paul,
why this song has become the national anthem for the Bottom Line? It's from 2 years you playing this song and you still playing it. Is it relevant to the event today?
It is relevant to the Liberian politics, to be honest. And if you don't know, when the rector of this song, Taku J, I think he has studied the way people think in Liberia, the way politicians behave. And so the song, year in, year out, until we have a better Liberia. This song really is a good song for what is happening. So yes, he made a song under the Unity Party when we were in government. So, and the back. So it's just a unique song for the occasion, and I love it.
Right, Paul. Thank you very much. That's Paul Chilplay right there in London from the Paul. We're gonna go through the news for today. We want to tell whoever is joining us, wherever you're joining us from, we say, look, we were going to go through the major front pages of Liberian newspapers and what's happening from yesterday to today. But what do we have on the menu? Big news are breaking out right now in Liberia.
Well, the thing is, there are a lot of appointments were made in Liberia. Even in the lower house yesterday made their appointments as well. And then there is a fact that we have 3 ladies have been appointed, but one of those women now, for some reason, Unity Party people started going after her credentials, and we need to look at this woman. Why is it in Liberia that we don't like good people? It's something that we'll look at. So yes, so we'll go through. You can take us through some of the newspaper, and then we'll look at the allegation from Darren Dillon regards to the inaugural planning, what went wrong, and all that was examined. And then something else, Joy Howard Taylor will bring that up. She now declared her intention for 2029 presidential bid. Is something that we all need to look at. And today in the House, Yeka Koluba went on a rampage again on Joseph Numa Barker, the president. So why is it Yeke is now calling him rogue? It's something we will look at as well.
All right. On that note, we'll take to the first news, but that will be the Daily Observer. Today, the reporter, yesterday, reported a story about the first ladies, three ladies on the list of the first new lady, three ladies appointed to high position in Liberia. The first one on your left, on your right, from my left, is that's Cyrus Beslow Yinanti, that's Foreign Affairs Minister. In the middle is Dr. Jaso Jala Sigbe, that's Minister of Education. On the far left, my far right, on your left, is Dr. Louis Boto, that's Minister of Health. Paul, I also understand that there are other ladies' named. We heard, I don't know, it's not confirmed, but Mandela Cooper also been named to the job as the director of LPRC.
Yeah, it haven't been confirmed, but that's the rumor circulating. So until we have that confirmation, but we think that's where she'll be going. For what or in it is that she will be going to that place. So then
yeah, go on, Paul, go on.
It means that we'll have four ladies so far appointed. Mandela Cooper named. So no, in fact, there's another woman who also were named today, the press secretary.
All right, we'll come to that. We want to first say thank you. Welcome to Lincoln Wise from Liberia. Lincoln is watching us from Liberia. Welcome to the Bottom Liberia. We also said the ladies. Paul just mentioned to another lady was named the president or the office of the president. Just named one another, press secretary to the president. Let's see what we got for that. This is president has appointed Kula Fofana as a press secretary. Yeah. Is that a strange name, Paul, to the Liberia politics? You think
no,
Kula,
she's not strange. She ran to be representative for I think District 3, Grand Cape Markham County. So Kula been around before. She served in the Ellen government. She served in, I think, Ministry of Gender. So she's not new to the terrain. And she's a very intelligent young woman. She have a communication background. So yeah, going over there as press secretary, not bad for a young woman. So very intelligent, smart.
Yeah, so but we still not see anything new here. The only new name so far we see is Dr. Poto and also Dr. Segbe as Minister of
the three ladies.
The three ladies. We just
but the thing is, Sarah also served in the Ellen government. If you look at it, she have worked before. Those two ladies will be the two new names.
So looking at Kula right now, you know much about her. She's serving with the power. She served at some position in the gender ministry, and also she's going to serve as a press secretary to the president. Now, what do you expect? Do we expect a daily briefing like they do around here, or do you expect press statement coming from the president? Because what is I don't understand, Paul, so far, it's taking time. We don't have anything coming from the office of the president saying this is a confirmed names been sent out. Once names have been sent out, they keep saying to us, "Oh, it's all fake list, all fake list." Why are they taking time? I think the government should have had planned this earlier, Paul, where they were like, when they knew the Union Party should have gone to work, you see, look, a year before, put the preliminary name on the list, and know very well right after the election, it should be basically putting the names on the list. And now they're struggling to go on names, could come out with names, and once the name comes out, we have someone straight saying it's fake list. So where we confirm as a true list, Paul?
Oh, this is interesting. I think we'll confirm that when they publish that on the Executive Mansion website. So for the time being, or if you want to know if it's true, then you have to go to the new government agency called the Spoon Network. They provide these names. For some reason, ELBS not giving nothing, and there's nothing on the Executive Mansion website. So maybe Kula Fofana would now be the one to do daily briefing of the names coming or saying. Her job started immediately today, immediate effects. You don't have to go through all of those processes that go into the house.
Which medium she's going to use? Because LBS, which is a major newspaper, news network, should be used. Which news network the office of the president will be using, or will they have a daily press briefing, or we have a press releases coming out? What the channel are they going to be using for?
If we have a daily press briefing from then it means we are heading somewhere, because it have not been. I only remember daily press briefing used to happen during the Doe era, but I've not seen it lately. So maybe it's something new that will happen now. In regards to which medium they'll be using, that's a very good question, because I know Spoon Network recent time You remember this Greenfield woman ambassador that visited Liberia for the inauguration? It was Spoon Network that interviewed her. She had a chat, but ALBS were there. They didn't give them the opportunity. So we'll be looking forward to which media they'll be using. It'll be fascinating to see whether it's the government media they're going to use or they're going to use the private entity is what we're going to see, because they now become the government propaganda arm. That's Spoon Network.
Right, because it's something like we're not getting any confirmed information, like official information from the government, I mean the office of the president. Now, thank God we have Kula Fofana who been appointed as the press secretary to the president. So definitely we expect to get something coming out very soon. We either have a press briefing or we have a press release coming up, because what we've seen lately, Paul, is the list coming up, the appointed names coming up, unconfirmed names coming up, which you cannot verify. They're not signed. So you can't just hold that it's authentic list. So we all kind of, you see, if you come from these, they just said to us, Spoon Network is one giving all the latest information from the president's office. So they have become the new government voice, the new government spokesperson now. So the media, so they're trying to back to ALBS and other things. Why this is going on? We saw in past government, Ellen government did not support ELBC to become the proper voice of the Liberian people. And also we saw that from the time of after the war. The only government, I think I said yesterday, was the Doe government really supported ELBC, where most Liberians turned their radio turned to. We had ELTV, we had it was the best time we saw the best news in Liberia, where we have people like Action News, anything happening. Right now, we don't look into this. I hope the government will this time look into ELBS or LBS to improve it, make it like the original, the authentic, the only voice we can use to send out news to the Liberian public or the audience in general that would be interested in the news. It's unfortunate that we'll not get any news right now. So I hope Kula will do the best for us and give us those stories. Until then, we can't verify those appointments. Paul, but then there's a story about this the appointment stay we're talking about. There's a new public came over it's a newspaper in Liberia called New Republic. Yeah, they came out some story. I want to put that up there different. Just tell me, what do you know of this story, Paul?
And while it's loading, I want to say, Sweetie Daba, welcome to the Bottomline discussion, and also those who watching for Jala TV, welcome. If you're first time, kindly click on our button and then you follow what we notify. This is interesting story. UP line alliances. This wouldn't be surprising.
Well, who do you see right there? We see that's Edwin. What's the guy name? That should be
I see Appeton and I see Tewon Gonglo. Appeton, according to the election result, he came number 3, third place. And I also see Tewon Gonglo here also. So, and these people all supported the UP, the coalition of the UP. But then if the sideline didn't then this become an issue, because they all went to the UP because they needed some sort of job. And we were told from rumors that Tewon Gonglo are going to go to justice minister, but then it's not the case. Perhaps, maybe,
but
it might be.
Paul, I think it'll be. Don't you think it'll be so early to be coming up with this story? Because the UP sideline the alliances is a question. That means up to the present, they have not named anybody from the opposition. So that's why I say so. Up to the present, we should have somebody from the opposition. So no name so far from the opposition.
So because the president, they made a promise that he will have a government of inclusion. So we expect that he will even those that fought against him bitterly from their camp, he should take people from there. In Liberia, across the globe, all over, he bringing everybody in under this one big thing. So we expect that to happen.
Yeah, but
so
then, Paul, the question is, I don't think the opposition should be in a hurry right now. It's too early because, or wherever the alliances to come up, those who place allegiance to Unity Party, they should wait here, because how many ministries or how many agencies we have in Liberia? If they're looking for jobs, there are a lot they can wait for, because you don't have to be a council to become a justice minister. They got other jobs Tiago can serve. This guy from Apito can also serve if he's been given a job. So they are too quick they said too quick to crowd foul.
Well, the thing is, I think it's good to clarify because not many jobs are there. And if they say your Christmas going to be good, you see it from the eve. And if these guys have sense now, look, the way things are going, our names not coming out, they start jittering. So looking at it from that point, how many positions are there? You see, because if the country had a lot of jobs, all of these guys will not be waiting for government appointment jobs. So that it is what it is. So people take the joint alliances for job. And look at Sarah, she ran to be president. She now going to be the foreign minister.
Yeah, but yeah,
After who came third place too, he was in a race because he wanted to be to some little place too, as some director or minister. Taiwan also ran from the progressive. He wanted to be somewhere. Maybe they might send him to be the new associate justice. You never know. So all of these people go into alliances for something. So if their names not coming out, they start being issued. They say, oh, what's going on? So they have all, it's legitimate right. It's a concern that, man, I put my effort in this and my name not coming out. So it's a concern. Right. If you are in a situation too, you'll be, because there are many jobs in Liberia. That's
okay. If you just joining us, we say welcome to the bottom line. We also you've been seeing us through. We say a big thank you to Jala TV that carry on live in Liberia at the moment. The discussion tonight, we are discussing Liberian newspapers. On the front on our screen right now is the New Republic newspapers talking about question mark UP sound lining alliances. That means that those who pledge allegiance to the second round to the Unity Party, probably they are not seeing the name being called for positions in the government. The only name so far being mentioned as opposition has been Sarah Bessolo Unity, who run also against the Unity Party. She's been named, but it's not verified yet. She's been named to be the foreign minister for Liberia. We still wait to see that if Unity Party-led government can verify it. Boakai Kun government can verify all this information. All these information has not come from the office of the president. So we are saying we're getting it from newspapers and we're getting it from Spoon Network, the new Liberia voice of the government. So Spoon Network giving all those information.
Yeah.
So definitely
if you look at it, Gemma, if you look at the newspaper here below, they say fake list. So there's still hope of people. Because
they are saying they're fakely saying that names are coming out, they are not authentic. That's what this guy is saying. So the news are not authentic, they are not story, they are not real story. It's not being confirmed by the office of the president. So which one can we hold on to? Today is elections being held almost a month ago. More than roughly 2 months now. From to October 8, October 7, November 7, no, October 7 up 10 up to now. The government and waiting should be ready to have their list of people that will be appointed. So they are struggling to come on the list. Who do we believe? Is it the press?
You see, I think they said that you see smoke, there's no smoke without fire. The names are coming up. These are names And remember before there was a massive list that came out. And the names are coming out. Some of those names also been now surfacing from that list. So it might be some truth in it until the government can say yes. They maybe doing the confirmation. That's what we really know until they need to publish on the executive mansion website. Maybe the new press secretary will do her work to let us know what of these names are the general names. So everything that we have seen is where come from here. They say and come from the new government agency called the Spoon Network.
So nobody can independently verify that those names are authentic. No, just from the very newspapers.
From the very newspapers.
Because the one we saw the last time, I think we have it, you can run it up. It's not been signed.
It haven't been signed.
So names coming up from the office of the president, it has not been signed. It came on the green sheet, it's not been signed. So we can't believe it. We can independently verify those names. But in any case, so far we have some name coming up. We got 3 ladies, and the 4th person has been Kula Fofana, who has been named as the press secretary. We want to believe our newspapers. That's why I want to review them. And they are the only sources we've had right now. The Liberian newspaper on the front pages you're looking at. If you just join us, we want you to share your thought. Send your comment and what do you think, what's going on? Why is it the government is taking too long to come up with the list?
And you know, Gemma, I found this fascinating because what happened, they have 2 months of transition. So, but now, from the inauguration, boom, the list should have been up. all those who are going to be in the government. Why are they delaying?
They're just saying there's an internal strife. It's not fighting in there. Somebody's like, they don't know who to put where or what is the story. Do you know anybody?
That could be internal fight, because by now, before the inauguration, the list should have been up. These are the people who carry. It's almost like you have a shadow government waiting to step in day one. So why is it now they still trying to come up with names?
I think, but when after the first round, UP went against Unity Party, from that time, they should know that the government is waiting. They should be able to put together their list.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, we're not talking about all the ministries, but at least key ministries should be ready. But it's just coming out bit by bit and pieces coming out. Librarians have been waiting. Who is serving you where? I mean, it's a key thing. It's one of the most important things in new government people want to see from the new government. But now we're taking ages to see the list coming up. But anyway, let's see what comes out through the end of the week. But we got so many stories. We'll take you to the story of the inauguration. Paul, we have our senator once again, Darius Dillon, Honorable Darius Dillon, in the news concerning that he's not happy with the inauguration. He condemned disastrous and out of order. This is why he had a meeting. He had an interview with a independent newspaper. He said disaster, out of order. Senator Dillon slammed the planning of the broadcast inaugural event. It was out of order. Paul, what you said something, a week or 3 days ago, that there was no ventilations. There were problems with photon. People complained that the president was suffering from exhaustion, so that's why he couldn't continue his speech, and which the speech was not finally delivered anyway. And do you believe what the senator said here, that despite giving us $650,000, nothing went well? And in fact, I also understand that some money was tampered with. We'll bring that story why they are calling for a probe into that inaugural funds. But tell me what you think. What Senator Dillon is saying concerning do you agree with him that it was disastrous, it was out of order, and it was poorly planned?
I think for once, I wanted the credit of Senator Dillon, but for this one, I tend to agree with him. It was poor planning. Look, and what really surprised me, if you go back to the program and where people sat, usually occasion like that, when you have a heat wave, people always have water around them to cool off. There was no water at all. And then the least thing that is common nowadays, microphone.
Yeah.
Imagine the president taking over, could not hear his voice. So he can come back and tell the Liberian people, say, you didn't hear what I said.
But when the 650,000 go, because I thought that was extravagant, because it was 650,000. I thought that was too much, more than $500,000. But then nothing was spent. What went wrong?
So remember, it's the Unity Party here we're dealing with.
What does that mean?
That means these guys, Ellen classified them as the corruption vampire that she could not deal with. And it's an opportunity. On day one of the inauguration, it seems like they happen. It just reminds us of the very Unity Party. What went wrong? If you gave them 600,000+ to spend and you could not get microphone, what happened? Microphone thing is not expensive these days. You can get it for $5, $10, depending which one you're going for. It tells you something. It ring a bell. So Dillon is right here that it was poor planning, mismanaged of the funds, and that's what happened. And while the country low bar on the day with all of these foreign dignitaries, it really low bar. So I agree with Dillon for once. And by the way, this very Dillon here today declared access. So I told you this, we have a lot of calling people in Liberia. My good friend Bocha also declared his access, but it's something we'll talk about in a few minutes to see whether the president have declared his access to.
Yeah, okay. On that note, we'll talk about what Dillon said. Yeah, we are quoting from the independent newspaper. It's a Liberian newspaper. He said, Senator said, like you say, addressing the what did he say? There's a quote.
So before you said, Jamal, look on the screen. Fred is saying here, Miata Formula had a news conference today and told it all about the corrupt practice during the inauguration planning. The law is right.
Fred Nyompan, thank you very much for that input. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. We also ask you, wherever you got any contribution, please send it across. We want to welcome our man, African Egon Linkford, our man is away tonight, but he's also sending a contribution. Wherever you are, if you can't call, we may drop a line later on. Send all your contribution, your thought. What do you think about what is going on in Liberia right now? We thought we're going to have a change in Liberia, a start of this. Yesterday, we were talking about $365,000 being misplaced for inauguration. $665,000 was given for planning. And it was poor planning. This is what Dylan saying, disastrous, out of order. Senator Dylan Slam, out of order. No water. Look at what he said. I'm just reading from the newspaper. This was reported by an independent newspaper. We don't make this story. So what is going on? We have not, the president has not even started office. That corruption, and they just got from one of our contributors just coming in. Fred just came in late. Just want to put it back. Fred said, Miata family had a news conference today and told it all about the corrupt practice during the inauguration. Oh my goodness! So it started already. Yeah. We have not even started. They've started tampering with these the money they should have given to the various districts, District 17 in the district of Masrado. 5,000 was supposed to be given each to each district. They didn't receive it. They only received 4,000. So they took off 1,000 each. In that report, there was some money given to Union Party members, I think head office somewhere in Nimba County. There's an issue. Some were tampering with that money. Yeah. They've not even started it. Where are we heading to? If you got a view on this, please drop your comments and we will share with we'll also read it. If you had the opportunity to read it, we'll read them. So share your thought on what we're talking about today. Is this a good start for us in Liberia? Government has now started. There's a noise of corruption. Paul?
Jamal, Liberia, it is a unique country that thank God I'm a Liberian and I love and I always pray to be, if I die, I come back, I want to be a Liberian. We are unique people in our own way. We have this very bad habit that it just hard to go away. And this is what the Lord is saying here. They have all the people believe that the country have been on a disaster, is going to be rescued. And on day one, something like this happened. So where of this rescue that been told over? I thought it was going to be the good practice. If Dillon is angry, we all angry. The citizens are angry. Those who fought hard to have the rescue team. And this what is happening now. Inaugural money gone. Then 365,000 to give 5,000 to those districts. Money disappear. Where are we heading? That's a good question.
Right. Then I'll take you to one of our viewers. Just drop a question in. I will put that through if we can read that. They say, this is Charlotte Brown Chilbler. She said, are you all not going to give the new government some time? They would have started Monday. So why are you running about? So this is Paul. The question, we are too much rushing talking about this government. We're too criticizing. We are too criticizing too much. We should give our viewers saying we should give the government some time.
Right.
Or, look at what she said. Followed by that, he said, or am I being naive? So no, what do you think?
She's not being naive. It's a general concern. But United Party were in office yesterday. They are not new to the system. It's like you were there 6 years ago, somebody took over, and then you coming back. So on day one, you're supposed to be prepared. If it was a Clarence Mobile Party that have taken over, I would say, all right, because he's new, let's give him chance. But these people, they're not new. They had 2 months of transition. They're not new to the game. So if they make mistake, we cannot give them chance. They have to deliver because they came to rescue Mama Liberia. If you come to rescue the country, then there's no error. There's no room for error. You have to be spawned on day one. You cannot steal the inaugural money on the very first day and then you go free on this. No, we can't do that.
Yeah, but the question is, you're saying that we should give them a chance. Like, so just Monday, today is what? They just started less than a week. Are we too much criticizing them? Are we saying something is out of the way, or are we just making up something?
If the 365,000 didn't disappear that kind of way, we'll keep quiet. If the inaugural money was not temporary, we'll keep quiet. That they couldn't afford a microphone with all that money. So we cannot sit and say, oh, let's give them the opportunity, let's give them a chance. We did that with George Weah. Say because he was a celebrity new into the not political but administrative role, they gave him a year. But these are seasonal politicians. They've been in the game for years. They understand the situation on the ground. They've been rooting for the country. They rule the country for long. So there's no room for error.
Paul, to add to what you're saying to Charlotte Brown, what we are saying right here is, look what is on the paper. The story that newspaper, the front page reported on the 23rd. Who ate JMB money? JMB gave 365 right thousand to support District 17 districts, in Moscow County. And now somebody tempered with that money. Now, if you see on the picture right here, that's the Reverend Tapet. That's the Unity Party chairperson.
That's a very charge.
So, and now we have not even started. So, or consider, granted, Monday. It was the government started Monday, but the question is not from us. The Liberians are asking, the newspaper, the watchdogs, Liberian newspapers are asking, who ate JMB money? Now, another thing to answer your question again, there's got a story here, gentlemen, Paul. This is said, Liberian, the RAA commenced special order into presidential inaugural activities. Then we just said there's a smoke somewhere. So there's a sign that there was a corruption. They tampered with the money. They are investigating the inaugural committee. They just come out to the newspaper from the Observer.
So how can we be cool on them if they start stealing so soon? That's not a good sign. Yeah,
that's not a good sign. They've already started the special audit committee. Is presidential. We have not even got in the office. They haven't got in the budget yet. They already started taking money. It's a pinching money here and there. So too hungry. Paul just said to you right now that these guys were in office 12 years ago. They're back. And if you see what names are being, so they were there transition for at least, let's give them a month period transition. They should prepare themselves. They should prevent themselves for new lists. Now the lists are coming, names are coming a bit by bit. But in any case, what is happening here, we just here to read what is on the major front pages of Liberian newspapers and tell you what we're saying and give all your thought. So if you just join from Jala TV in Liberia, wherever you join from, we're on both on YouTube as well as Facebook. Please share your comment and share the show. Paul, I want you to still tell me much about what you think about the investigation. What are you going to say? It's so early, is it? Isn't it early to start investigating for the inaugural committee? We didn't see that with George Weah.
It's not early. The thing is, they came to rescue the country. So if it's Steve and they want to know where the money went, there's no time to joke. So it's not early. They have to find that money. It's the taxpayer money we're giving them for the inaugural program. Where did the money go? What went wrong? They embarrassed the country. So we want to know. And I agree with this. The other comments, the special audit on this. Let's get to the bottom of it. If we came in as a rescue mission because we are them were so bad, they were stealing, then you cannot do that on day one. It's unacceptable.
Right. Thank you very much. We still want to say something we want to want to take share some of the comment from our viewers. This comes from Scott Rita. I'm following you, Jada TV for Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you so much. Thank you, Scott Rita. We appreciate you joining us. We also want you to share your thoughts with us. But there's a story that coming out recently with regard to the ex-vice president. And you got brief us about her intention for 2029. I want to share this. You want to read the comment?
Wow. Joel Howard Taylor have announced that she will be contesting for the presidency come 2029. You see, And Joel is one of those people that been in a house for 18 years. She's a rich woman. But in Liberia, they have just left office. They performed so badly. And she want to come back to contest for that post. So we have a saying in Liberia, if you become, if you one of those people that have caught that big elephant, you never go away. You always want to come back to cut the elephant. So this is interesting one, and watch. The fee going to be overcrowded come 2029. Joel Howard had not threw her bid in it. So CDC, they were in a coalition. Is she coming as independent, or she coming on CDC ticket, or she coming on the MPFF, the Charles Taylor Party? But she have already made it clear she's coming. You muted, Jamal.
You think she has the assets? She had the weapon in arsenal to take on in 2029, because there are a lot of heavyweight coming up in 2029. CDC said they're one of the biggest opposition. They stay ready to come back in force, and other people will be. Liberia. One thing I love about Liberia, we open the door for a lot of we got 20 presidential candidates last elections. So now she has the weight to carry. Is she not going to pull out earlier? Because you're like, what do you think she had a chance to pull through? You think so?
Jamal, they vote people on sympathy in Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
And they also tell you, say, so if the Lord Cholope decide to put a hat in the ring,
mm-hmm.
they will tell me, oh, Johnny just come, you don't understand the Liberian thing. You don't know how to cut this elephant meat, so you got to get behind. So Joel Howard here, she stand a perfect chance because why? She come with experience. She was vice president. So there is a big news. She was vice president, means she have that presidential experience. That's why we elected President Joseph Numa Barker, because he was vice president. So this is a big news. She have that weight. She have the money. She's a rich woman here. She wanted, I think, if we put the list up of the richest people in Liberia, Joel Howard Taylor should be number 3 on our list. She have the resources, so don't overlook it. The question is, will she be on CDC ticket, or will she be on her party ticket?
Oh yeah, definitely. She did not tell us what she's going to be doing anyway. What party she's going to be on? But what we know that she has the intention to run 2029. To contest the seat, to hot seat. I like Liberian politics. If Joa is coming out right now, if you want to run, she saw that I think she should have withdrawn from the CDC leader party before, and put her ticket for a hat, or throw her hat into the ring. So she should have had a better chance than working with CDC, because she knew that CDC had no better chance anymore. For the past 6 years, they performed so badly, so they don't get the support of Liberian people. And she stuck with the CDC up to the end. And
Jamal,
giving up, isn't it?
They have this thing. President Barker told all he was a pack car. So Joel could also use that she was a pack car under the CDC led government, and people felt sorry for Barker because he was a pack car. So Joel too, people may sympathize with her. Yeah, she have all the credentials. She was number 2, but she was also packed like former Vice President Joseph Barker, who now president.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the experience. But they will know what have she done. She was senator twice before became, how they call it, a vice president. What have she done? But no, she was a packed car. So don't overlook this. This is a big news. And the thing is, the gender equality in Liberia too, it will work in her favor.
Yeah, but you can't hold that as a case, Paul, because women have been given opportunity. If you look at it now, we've now gone so far. We have the 3-4 women being named so far. You also understand that Magdalena Cooper has been the LPRC director. It's not confirmed yet. So why would they use the gender women issue together? We're going to look at her record. For the past 6 years, what she did for Liberia, what she did for Bon County as a county, what she did for Liberia in general. I mean, those are something they have to look at up for that. Sympathy is not be the question anymore. George was voted out. Listen, George was voted out because of their performance. It was not. He was one of the loved. You know that. You can tell me that. George Weah, one of the loved Liberian president we ever had. One of the president Liberian ever had, loved to the heart, bottom of the heart. And now they booted him out. First time in the history of Liberia, they booted a president out in the first term. Gio was also in that game. She was part of the team that they booted out. So when she got a chance again in 2029.
She will have the chance in 2029. What am I saying is because they will say she was a parked car. She was parked. George Weah Parker. So whatever happened, it was not her. Because that's the storyline they always carry. Now, the thing is, they will ask other people who have not served in the country, say, but what have you done? But the people who served them for 18 years, they will ask them, or 40 years, oh, the person, okay, because they have governmental experience, they carry this person. And forget about those ones that have done something for the country, ignore them, and bring. So Joy stand a perfect chance here because history tell us from what happened with Omer Boyka could also happen with Joy Howard Taylor. That she was packed for years, but when he asked what she did for Bond County, she'll have her answer. I know that she done something too. She have young women doing how they call it, they beautician and things. She have schools, so she can use that because everyone of them seem to get scholarship and schools and build schools.
Yeah,
so
Paul, thank you very much. On that note, we got somebody, some of our viewers just got coming through. Paul, you want to share that? That's Scott Rita is saying. We'll go back to some questions regarding to Yaka Coulibaly revelation today. We had a video on that. We'll play that on SKTV. But we're going to be a voice something. We'll see if we can play that. Somebody asked, Fred is asking, can you please play Yaka Coulibaly video? We'll try to get hold of that. In the meantime, on the issue of the ex-vice president, honorable, the president, vice president of Liberia, Joe Howard Taylor. This is what Scott Rita said. I don't know what happened in that time, but she can make if she pair herself with someone. That's my opinion. Jala Television. This was coming on Jala Television. She's saying that the woman is possible. She can win. I mean, she pair with someone capable. She can get it. Compared to what you're saying right now.
Yes.
Scott is saying that there's a chance that this lady can have a better chance to win because depending who she's paying with. And I think it make a reason. And she said, I know she said another one that you say. Scott is saying also say if you see the percentages, CDC still had the numbers. But if this new government doesn't change anything, then CDC can make.
Come back. She's right.
This comment the video is coming from Jala Television. So we said those who view, you can drop your comment on Jala Television, can also get it from there. We also been relay live on Jala TV from Liberia. So Scott Rita is saying there's a chance for Joe Howard Taylor coming back in 2029. And now we want to go back to Fred. Fred had a question, Paul. There's another one from Robert Steven. Robert Steven said, hey, I pray you guys listen to Miata Family, the CDC ministry. Paul, listen to. They say, I pray. I'm sorry for reading this. I pray you guys listen to Miata Family. This Miata Family was the head of the inaugural committee, the Boakai Cohen inaugural committee. The CDC Ministry of Foreign Affairs ran the inaugural program as they wish, and this is where the problem came from. So they are telling us CDC managed the inaugural committee. So it was not Miata Family. So I probably will need to verify this, Paul. What do you think? The
thing is, the program, they had the inaugural team working along with the government because they needed to work with the foreign ministries for invite and all that. So, but if a woman getting married, is that who planned the wedding? Isn't that a woman family?
Of course.
Yeah, so you now is in your code. The other people getting out. You plan your activity. If you sat there for CDC to mess you about, it's your fault.
So you don't put blame on CDC.
We can't blame CDC as them. It's their fault. It was their program. You know when George Weah had inaugural thing, they were planning it along with the government. They wanted the way they wanted it to be. We'll take it to SKD Stadium. It will be packed because we'll have a superstar. We'll be bringing a lot of superstars in the country. It was planned by them. The government helped them in the process. So the whole planning was in their hands. So they just needed to work with the government. We bring in Ouattara, we bring in this person, and then the government do the invite. The planning was in their hands. So They mess up, and that what get Darrows. They don't very angry.
So we should not. So you're saying that we should not blame the CDC? So it was that they sat there. If CDC did run that place, they allowed them to mess it themselves. So they should put the blame on CDC. Is that shifting blame they're doing right now?
So if they carry all all the audit, it will tell us whether it's CDC to be blamed or Miata Formina or her team to be blamed.
Okay, right.
So everyone is shifting blame now.
Right. So there's a request from Paul Fred. This is why he's Fred saying Miata also said she will fight until audit is done. So it's Miata the calling for audit. So somebody, Paul, get me through this. Miata was head of this. Why should we sitting down somebody take something from her and run the show from her own? Why should we shifting blame? She should know better. She should take responsibility, isn't it?
I think Miata will take responsibility on this one because the you people been going after her lately, and she's angry. Whatever happened, because she have dedicated tasks to people. Maybe in the process somebody messed this whole thing up, and now she's taking responsibility. So if she's saying there'll be audit, she's right. It's time to have an audit on this. What went wrong? We want to know whether it's CDC that messed her up or the people within her camp messed her up. So we want to know.
All right. Now we had a request from Fred Nyampo. Fred is saying, will one of you please play the SKTV live today to listen to Yaka Koliba interview? He said, please play it. So Paul, this is a request from one of our listeners, our viewers, Fred Nyampo. He's saying that we should play. So Fred, give for a couple of minutes. We'll try to see if we can lay hand on the video and see if we can play it. It could be the interview SKTV had with Yaka Koliba today. It's a request. Paul, is there a chance we can lay hand on this video? Paul, you're muted. Paul, you are muted.
I can search. There was special video that was taken in the house, and I don't know how SKTV got hold of it. It's a short video, but let me search.
This interview with SKTV interview with Yaka Koliba.
Yeah, after the video was played, and then he called in on SKTV to explain the story. Right. So he was an outburst in the house that Joseph Numa Barker, the president is a road. That's Yeke allegation. So that video, let me talk to Fred. Let me go offline for a little bit and see if I can pull it up.
Right. Okay. Now on the Fred, Paul is trying to get lay hand on the video that will play the interview with SKD today. We just join you. We still want to take a break and come back. But in the meantime, wherever you are, we want you to share the show. This is the Borderline Liberia Live coming to you from Europe. We've also been relayed on Jala TV in Liberia. We also ask you to share your thoughts on the show. And we also had the opportunity to read it. We also share with our colleagues wherever you are. I want to say a big thank you to those who've been following from everywhere in the US, Liberia, everywhere in the world. More especially to Jala TV, Jala Aloysius, who've been trying to get us across to most of our audience in Liberia. And we come on Friday and Tuesday. Sometimes because of the audience or the situation that's going on right now in Liberia with the news stories coming up, we make sure that we come out and give you some update. We do normally do a review of our daily Liberian newspaper, front page of Liberian newspapers to give you a breast of what's going on in Liberia. And we trying to see if we can lay hair on the video. That was Yaka Koliba had an interview today with SKTV. But in the meantime, I want to take a break and we will be back.
HotLBR.com.
Exclusive from HotLBR.com.
If you marry, your trouble really begins. If you marry, brave woman, every day, Pambata will let it to Tabatu. If you marry Baza Womaya, every day for money, Tonica Muliari, Chinica Bonnie Monkey, you play that of you. If you marry Baza Womaya, every day talk walking, Rawanica Naya. If you marry Vomaya, every day Pasayama and Jaffin Lafao.
Check your WhatsApp.
You're watching the review of Liberian newspapers' headlines that made news during the week on the Bottom Line Liberia. Please join us every Tuesday and Friday at 7 p.m. Liberian time, 8 p.m. UK time, 9 Central European time.
You are welcome to the Bottom Line Liberia.
You're watching the review of Liberian newspapers' headlines that made news during the week on the Bottom Line Liberia. Please join us every Tuesday and Friday at 7 p.m. Liberian time, 8 p.m. UK time, 9 Central European time.
Once again, we say welcome back to the Bottom Line Liberia. Listen to the watching and listen to also the Bottom Line Liberia live coming to Europe. We're also doing newspaper review, major newspaper front pages from Liberia. Tonight, you delving into the newspaper and also discussing the issues and politics or the event Liberia's. My colleague Paul Chilople, Law Paul Chilople from based in the UK, Holland. I'm sorry, UK.
Right, so,
Paul, the issue of the video.
I'm gonna go. No, the one from I just been told that I should go to UG Fagon page to see if I can get a video from there.
Is that a video that are they?
Yeah,
so
the one on SKTV is long. I can't. It need to be cut. So me go to UG Fagon. But look at what Linford is saying here while I'm off.
Okay, this is one of our colleagues. This Linford, one of our main hosts here. He said, I was never in control. This is why he's quoting, summarizing one Miata said. I was never in control. Miata founder spoke up Dr. Clarence R. Pearson Sr. I made a disastrous inaugural ceremony held on the 22nd of January 2024 for President Joseph N. Boakai, an event that saw the historic moment when President Boakai lost consciousness after 25 minutes into his inaugural speech, bringing the entire ceremony to an abrupt end. The chairperson of the inaugural committee, Madam Miata Famble, disclosed at the press conference held at the Ministry of Information, Culture, Affairs and Tourism. So this is for Linford. Linford is giving a summary of what happened. I mean, he summarized what the Miata said concerning the inaugural, the fracas. I call it the whole disastrous. According to Honorable Delon, it was disastrous, out of order, no water, the ventilation was poor. This is what they're saying. So we are telling you that we have not started the game yet, and everybody crying. Why should this be? We're waiting for change. Why should we have this in Liberia again? George, we are 6 years was enough for us, so we want something different and good. And the inaugural program alone that should have brought the old man to power. It gave him more energy to start job, got into this situation. So I was never in control. Miata says you're never in control. It was one Dr. Clarence R. Pearson Sr., who was in charge. So this is the story. This is what we got. This was a comment from our colleague Linford Egongwe, who is AKA Afro Viking, and he's not in tonight, and he shared his thought with regard to what's going on. So that's a summary for the press conference today from me and the family. So once again, we're trying to get lay of hand on the video from the section today in Liberia with
Yeah, so as they say WhatsApp link, it seems to be a long thing. So
I will see what I can get on. Paul, what we will do, we're going to read from some of our comments from our people that join us from Jala Television. So while trying to see if we can make sure we can play the video for most of our audience that want to see what happened today in the house.
It's interesting. So if you can get that second thing that WhatsApp you, and then we can forward a little bit. It was Yeke, he was really on. Say Joseph Nyuma Barka is a road. I don't know what he mean by that. And so if you get that video, we'll look at it. It's really interesting. Very, very interesting video. It'll be something to watch. And Yeke being clear as an opposition, he's not hiding. He's also talking about the $365,000 that got missing, and he asked him, where did that money go and where did the money come from? That's a legitimate question that Yeke is asking. So if Jamal put that video up, we'll get our audience to make a comment on it. So it is interesting. It's too early for all of the little corruption to start. And while we wait for Jamal, I wanted to share this too with you. We got these three women. While we wait for that video, these are the three ladies that were appointed or nominated to be for key position. Cyril, also who's in the glasses in the African attire, will be the foreign minister. Then the lady in the middle there, Son Sebwe, she will be the Minister of Education, and Dr. Poto will be the Health Minister under Joseph. These are powerful women, and lately Marty Kola have come after Sarah. And we want to know why they're coming after her with all her credentials that she have held position in the UN here and there. She have all of this international connection, and now the UP folks are coming after her. What's going on in Liberia? So to our audience, what do you think about these three powerful women? Give her your thought while we wait for this video, and it'll be interesting to see what the news, how things going to shape up in Liberia with all of these powerful women. So these were the appointment. Yesterday, the names came out there, Bia Arbor, and today there was another lady was appointed as press secretary, Kula Fafana, who also started. So another powerful, bright, intelligent woman who also will be part of this. I hope she gave a briefing every day, like what happened in the U.S. You have press briefing from the president office. So we hope this rescue train gave her all of this. So while we wait for Jamal on this one here, we'll do a little intro and until we get to this.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Okay. Let's see.
Paul?
Yeah.
Paul, I mean, let's see. So just joining, we're trying to play the video.
Okay, that's the video.
Paul, 1 second. Okay, we just got the video in right now. We're going to fast forward the video to the point where we don't want to see a credit to Sekou Kane. This is STV. We just downloaded for it. So he interviewed her today with Yaka Koluba. And also the section is part of the section that took place today where Yaka was making some revelations, angry our boss today in the house, as well as the interview. He had an audio interview that was on the audio. He had an interview with SKTV. So a big credit go to SKTV for allowing us to use this video. So Paul, let's see if we can fast forward. We first want to fast forward to the event. Is that okay?
Yeah, this is the event. Let me play this one. I think it's from here.
So if it's just Johnny or we bring you the event, what happened today with Yoko Kolba in the house, you will listen to him, and from there we'll fast forward to his interview with SKTV. So there we go.
Yeah.
Play, Paul.
So Yeke Kolba is arguing with another gentleman there who.
So we'll follow this one a little bit. This is where he brought Yeke Kolba with.
People are going to eat? No. Stop talking. Back on this.
Okay.
Say we need to stop this. The country is going back to where we came from. We are not progressing anywhere. We're bringing the same criminals that the Lebrimpo don't want in 2017. The same criminals coming today because they are broke and coming to loot the Lebrimpo resources. Is that what I sacrificed myself to go from country to country for? Is that why I bought two motorbike, $1,250 for one to go from country to country? Is that what I did it for? No. I'm not looking at anybody's face. Who want to feel bad will feel bad. The reality must be the reality. Joseph Boakai has become very corrupt.
Honorable Kolba, so I want to go back to something that you said. I was a little bit shocked because when I heard, you remember you must have spoke the last time I even wanted you to come on the show for us to talk, right? So we learned that you and President Boakai, you know, have settled your differences and everything was finished. Yeke and
We don't have differences.
no, I mean the difference was maybe he may clarify to you some of the concern that you had, but then.
I don't have no concern. But Sheku, why people want me to go see president? I say I don't want to see president. People can say I want to see president, but I say I don't want to see president. What do I have to do with Boakai when I make him president? I don't need Joseph Boakai to employ anybody. I need the ranking to be done. So why I should go sit down with him? Do I want to be bodyguard like other people are going to him? No. He and myself don't have no differences. When they behave like without way on my name on what it means, Central Show. You know I did the Joseph Boakai? I woke up from East of Joseph Boakai and started walking. The protocol said, where you going? I said, they man set me up. He said, who you call them, man? I said, your president. He said, oh, what happened? I started walking. The ADK wanted to come closer. I said, you want to fight me? He said, no, but you can't call the president this man. I said, I am calling him this man because I will not come to your house. It's a disrespect to me.
So how did Stanton then know that you were there and then they're calling you the sneak to go to?
People are there. You see why that serious set of people? You say for me, I'm sitting there in your place, get my knee on the radio, you can went to go play Joseph Boakai. What I want from Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai is a very poor man. Maybe that now he's coming to use the Bronco money. What do I need from him? I went to Grand Cayman County as the senator elect. My tow truck then I got my musical truck over, it broke down. I just bought engine for them. I went to the used chair in myself, but in my car, coming from what they play in Bafolu County. My Nissan Astera Jeep engine, the gasket break. We have to haul it with a pickup. I have to fix it myself. I went to Lofa County. My car left there. I forgot the Bible for fun house. Steve Zapone, no. I have to haul my car to come put in. Joseph Boakai gave me father. That poor man have money for himself before.
So hold on. So when they said that I heard from United Party people were saying when you question where Joseph Boakai got the money from, someone that was saying, "Oh, why you didn't talk about the $10,000 we gave him during the campaign?" So they were lying. They didn't give you any money.
So, you know what?
Yes, sir.
I challenge the Unity Party people. You see why I said people are irresponsible for including Joseph Boakai? Because they think they're bringing also, they will have to prove it. Watch me and see. Look, I will fight for the people until the country will get straight. These people came to loot this country. I didn't realize it. I didn't realize that Joseph Boakai and whole group came to loot. They look at me and give me 10,000. Sekou, I challenge them to give you evidence.
Yeah, but
they will resign as representative.
They were saying all over the place on Facebook. So why you care? He's not talking about the money he received now. He's talking. You want to question Joseph Boakai?
I said, go give me money. You know, one time I got friends. I said, don't put my son talking. Do you remember that time?
I remember.
It was just before the second round, right?
Yeah.
When I was appointed to be on the campaign team, I got friends. I said, you put my son. So how they get to me now when we're not talking? He said, they put a responsible. Sekou, he said, they put a responsible.
Yeah.
How far so when I said, you put my son not talking? Like, they begged me. Joseph Boakai called a small boy on the telephone. Oh, nephew, you know that Jaffa thing or two. Oh, nephew, Costa gone when you leave me, what will do now? Hey, well, call me through, I can send a call lot to you. They beg me to stay here. If I'm not going to be here to create a situation I created, Joseph Boakai going to be president today?
No.
Show me who can get outside if I don't get outside. Show me one person, Sekou.
No.
So check. So women, the qualified men. I used to go to the party and say, jump outside and go, jump outside and go. Now today, they want me to give me money. Sekou, it's a challenge to today and myself to give you the evidence that they give me money. It's a challenge to, you see why the problem will always come?
Yeah.
In fact, who sell it? Sekou, who sell it?
No, you people that were saying on Facebook, you say, why you care?
I want Hurricane to say it, because he can't say it.
Yeah, so
Hurricane you saw saying it.
No.
So can you call Mo Ali? Can you call Jeremiah Kun?
I will call Mo Ali to ask you to confirm.
You saw them coming to make why you say I got fed the way I left from there. Joseph Boakai near our fence because I called him day man. I said day man set me up. Sekou, you think I'm real afraid, eh? Look at you, Sekou, you don't know yet. I don't care what I do, I will die. I have good, I will die. I have bad, I will die. Look, I don't look in people's faces. You think I'm real scared of somebody, eh? Sekou, you don't know me, eh? You came here all of them scared of Boakai.
Okay, so Kolba, my question to you, the recent issue of $350,000 or $360,000. How did that come about? I mean, how did that come about? What happened? I mean, where that information came from, and why would Joseph Boakai want to give that kind of money to people?
Sekou, people think that Joseph Boakai own money. Joseph Boakai have money. Amen, Sekou. Sekou, now what will change what we are for? Sekou, now what will change what we are for? They say Joseph Boakai have money. Joseph Boakai when a student, someone an ABC student, they taking a measurement for your trouser to put it on Facebook. And then I sent on sewing trouser for him. Joseph Boakai have money. He gave it $360,000 US. Then when we say where from, the person say Joseph Boakai personal money. Look, you know this is how we sport George we are. On one of the tossers, too soon. You need the ball, let the ball sit down. The ball now made too much. Sekou, I'm not giving Joseph Boakai 30 seconds. Let me tell you today. When they do the wrong, I will correct it. And I'm not going beyond close though. I received one call today from one man. Hello, is there Koliba? I said, yeah, Koliba. I said, yeah, Koliba in Loma. The chief from Lofa Kante. I said they play a cheese zone, then we can be answering cheese zone from Lofa Kante right now. I can't say they are in so.
Oh,
cheese zone from Lofa Kante when they want to sing for the Kolba, they know how to sing for the Kolba. No, nobody will make me afraid. I made a mistake that day by going to Joseph Boakai house and I deceived Funati Kopa and not put up for Funati Kopa. I regret it because I was suppressed. I was harassed. That was how I diverted my vote from Funati. I regret ever giving my vote for Richie Kun to be speaker. I voted for Richie Kun. I voted for Musa Hassan Bility. But say go settle down now. Not quite Musa Bility role now because he joined Unity Party now to go out David speaker. Ain't you know that one?
Yeah.
So, Jamal, let's pause here a little bit. And for our audience, this was interview Sekou Kone how to call Yeka Koluba after the outburst in the house. So far, what you make of Yeka Koluba? This is what we're seeing earlier, and we'll go by what Shadida was saying. Is it too soon to give the government a chance? What's your take on this?
Yeah, I think, Paul, this is not too soon. I mean, he made a comment which I go with. He said, look, this is why the mistake they made. They gave George Weah too much time to mess up. So they shouldn't give it time. If you got 5 Yeka Koluba, people think he's a noisemaker, but I think he's saying something we need to take sense in it. We need to process it and see what he's saying. People were saying he doesn't have facts, but he's saying something he can give you proof. If Yeka say he's coming tomorrow, you come tomorrow and say what you want to say. If you got 5 Yeka in the house, a lot of things will be straightened up, Paul. And it's not too soon to bring this thing out. We need to know them. It's a right of the Liberians to know what is going on. Probably the way Yeka puts this is different. It may be a little bit where he be aggressively putting the words out. How you come across with your words, that's different. But I think this is a way Liberian people want to hear. I think Yeka and Costa got popular because of the way they bring the things out.
Yeah.
And Yeka is of a different style, as well as Prophet Key. They come in different form. And if you look at what Yeka is saying, Yeka is in the house. He knows what's going on. Yeka will not make up anything. What happened? Yeka does not get information. He receive it. He tell you. He say what it is. So we need more Yekas in the house to let us know what's going on. You know, when I'll bring you back to when Honorable Darius started when you run a campaign to become senator in Montserrat County. He was giving us some how much the senators in the house, those in the house were receiving. People said there was a light coming. Okay, the Honorable is back in the house now. He's back in the house now. I mean, he has won the seat. He's not telling us much more that we need to know. This is the reason we are most of the time we read on the Liberian newspaper, because a lot in the Liberian newspaper, most of our people back home and outside Liberia can read. So we had opportunity to review these newspapers so we know and listen to these kind of videos. There are many of the Yeka Koluba in Liberia but don't have the opportunity to say it. So we also use the platform to let you know what's going on. It's not all well in Liberia. Don't mind what his elections took place a couple of months back. And we put the old man in chair. Old man not in control. A lot of things happening around him. Probably it's not in control. So what's happening right now? We just got an interview. I mean, the inaugural program was messed up. The one just started just Monday. One of our viewers just said I was too quick to make decision on the old man. You know, there was a comment came out. It's so too quick. You get the old man some chance because it started on Monday. But then in the inauguration that took place, there was temporary finances. A lot of things went wrong. Now, this is what our colleague Linford sent out to us. He summarized what the chairperson of the inauguration committee said. This is Miata Famble. What she said: I was never in control. Miata Famble speaks up. It was Dr. Clarence R. Pearson, Sr. I made disastrous inaugural. So this is what happened. So should we say this continue? I think I do agree with what Yeka is saying. We shouldn't give them too much room. If you just join them, yeah. This is we join you from. This is say we shouldn't get it. We should let them know. We should know, Paul. Let's
listen to Yeka small and then we talk again.
So you see the discussion we're talking about. Sekou on the roll a clean roll. Yeka on the roll a far roll. Sekou, we need to stop it in the country. Yeah. Our problem is we don't have people to stand up in the country. I want the country going the way it's going. Sekou, I'll be contesting 2029 to become president of this country. We will have the marketeers on the market. The marketeers on the market. We will send it. Sekou, you can see some people that not know. And then Bobby will be ready paper for them. Why do you have secretary? No, our mothers, our brothers and sisters are left from here to go to advance courses and other things. They can better take care of their country than Kofi Wooden. Kofi Wooden have become an embarrassment. They have looted this country and they want to come back again to loot for another 6 years. As you said, look at it. Sekou, Let me tell you something. Now, maybe you not speak to me. Say, when you see me pass by me, don't just attack me. Just pass by me and go. I really care and say, don't talk to me. You who?
So, Honorable Koluba, I have another question for you, and people want to know. So, the last time we reported here on SKTV that there were those that left Lofa County almost 25 to 20 to
25 are true. 25.
Okay. So we reported here. People say we were lying or we're lying.
Next time we reach Lofa, when they want to see me coming, say, Lofa say, Lofa today, I will tell you, I come away to Lofa. Nobody can make me scared. When I'm supposed to die in Lofa, I will die in Lofa. When I'm supposed to die in Moria, look, when I'm leaving my family to come here, I'll always tell them, I say, when you see me again, then you'll see me. But I'm going to fight a battle for the Lebrimpo. Second, I went to Rewa, say, I fell down on the back. My arm got dislocated.
Amen.
I'm taking some medicine. I'm supposed to go do surgery on my arm. The youth here or Unity Party and myself were riding together. We fell down 2 times under that ring. He got scraped here on the elbow and ear palm. That's how far we went to make Joseph Boakai president. And Joseph Boakai get offer dollar as a youth chair. Report on they give me. They say how much $1,000 they give me?
10,000.
Look at that. Shameful people. Joseph Boakai have cola to eat.
Look, so Yeke there's breaking news here. Yeke will be contesting for the presidency 2029 with Joel Howard Taylor. So we'll have 2 persons already. What do you make of this? You muted.
Paul, is going to be interesting. I mean, we have to start. It's a long journey we have, Paul. We have a long journey for 2027, 2029. 6 years is going to be a long journey for us in Liberia right now. I mean, the game that starts right now, it was not like this with George Weah when we started. Now it's going to the place where we expect the experience. We can, all the time we're on the platform. We want an experienced government. We want a leadership that knows, mature leadership. The Omer has been there for 40 years. He's mature. He can control things. This is what we're getting from the start. That's a daylight, man. This is the inauguration is corruption. Now we talk about investigating inaugural committee, probing into the allegations, corruption. Money that was given, where he got the Omer who lives on loan, where he pulling these funds from. Got a long way to go. 6 years, man. I don't know how we're gonna get out of this, Paul. I don't know.
Let's listen to Yeke small, and then we move on to the other topic, man.
The people know that Joseph Boakai is an ingrate.
Is a descriptive adjective. You're describing the man behavior.
And when you're speaking out, listen to you and be speaking it too. So when not correct, let me say not correct. Look, Joseph Boakai do not respect the king that can cross the water with him. When Joseph Boakai cross the water, he don't pass the king up.
What?
Yeah.
So, Honorable Koluba, I have my colleagues here. Maybe they can ask you 1 or 2 questions.
Fast forward this.
That can exclude me will be the war and economic crown court. That's why I'm pushing it for you to come. I wrote a communication for you to resurface. We have a rules in our rules. I say petition for something. So we want to go to school. So when I see, I will not say. So please forgive me.
So Honorable Koluba, let me ask you the question.
Yeah, I understand. I think Steve has a follow-up question. Steve, go ahead.
Let me ask you the question. One of your fights that you been on from day one, that the Liberian people, I believe, supported you and will support you again, apart from the one economic crime court, you have called for the horse to be audited. Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence is in charge of the Senate. We have a new speaker. So my question to you now is, Yeke, are you willing to push this agenda of the horse being audited? If so, do you think Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence will agree to it and Fanatic Kofa will agree to it?
No, I don't know about Fanatic Kofa, but Senator Yomli Kanga, my sister and sister-in-law will not agree to it. Let's take, for example, Sekou. We're talking about the country being hard. Senator Kanga called party of the rooftop that $30 US for 1 plate of rice. Senator Yomli Kanga with the chair on rules and order. You know the chair on rules and order can corrupt the building, even the speaker. Oh, you don't know that? No, but people will not agree for the house to be. I will push the communication again for the house to be audited, but it will not work. Because when we do it, you will know that the horse, the road, the way we steal it from our house, the way we are criminals, you will know it. We steal money in the executive.
I got something. It's only just came to my mind. I want to ask the honorable lawmaker.
How many persons will stand up and say, yeah, they want to be audited? But indicting the former protest, for them to say the former protest was censure for receiving money. That means all of us have been indicted. He collected the money on behalf of the legislature. He didn't collect the money for he want to eat. All of us are criminals. You know?
Wow. Honorable Koluba.
Let me ask the last question so I can leave. I beg you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Honorable Koluba, let me ask you the last question. You said Joseph Boakai is ungrateful. Henry Costa said Joseph Boakai is ungrateful. Even Senator, what he mean? Amara Connor also brought on the list of 17 counts that Joseph Boakai was holding against Sterling.
Still hold on. When you're talking, just hold on. Okay, let me conclude this question, Honorable Koluba.
So here's my question to you, Honorable Koluba. Do you think Joseph Boakai will throw Prince Johnson on the bus to sign onto the World Economic Crime Court? Do you think Joseph Boakai will do that? Because Georgia did not do that. Do you think Joseph Boakai will do that?
No, let me just say this for the public. I've been supported by people in the White House to push this issue. Don't mind Yeke talking. And the people know I'm being protected. Say, go, if I didn't die, Joe, we are tired. People can kill me. Because they say Yeke must talk.
Man, talking like, man, you know what's up.
They say Yeke must. No, Sekou, no, they put objection number 10. What they have made me to see. People that I met in Ghana and Future when I went there. You know how many people, Joseph Boakai said, want to see them. Sekou, you don't know who I talk to. I'm not going to tell you for my privacy who I talk to.
Yeah.
But I got the support of people in the outside world and big people too. Like I said, tomorrow session will come and it come. Those are people that got support from. SK, Steve, their men will throw Prince Johnson on the bus. Because in the first place, you know the problem coming from? You not see Prince Johnson late for appointment?
Yeah, I was told that Prince Johnson list was rejected, was thrown away.
No, Prince Johnson list will come back.
It will come back?
Prince Johnson want to employ more than Joseph Boakai.
So how big is the list?
Prince Johnson want to employ more than Joseph Boakai.
So, Jamal, this interview is a little bit long. So we'll fast forward it a little bit. There is a particular question.
Paul, wait, that's an important thing he was talking about. Our Prince Johnson list.
Yeah, so I just want to take you off there because it's long. There are more questions to follow. So far, what you heard, what your take on what Yeke is saying. These are what we were talking about earlier on.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you see what Yeke been saying is right. You know, one good thing he's also telling us right now. He's a guy that he say if a blind man say he was stealing you, if he doesn't have the rock in his hand, it's on his foot. So Yeke will not be shouting with nobody backing. So why he know what he's saying, and they're going to be a fight. We talked about earlier today. There's going to be internal conflict within the UP. Why is it taking long for the list to come up?
Thank you.
These are things Yeke is revealing to us right now. Why is it taking long for the list to come up? Somebody fighting to put somebody's name somewhere. It's not working. They were there. They were government in waiting. They should have had this thing planned. I mean, Georgia didn't take that too long to come with the list. But this time, Georgia had more names out already because they knew what they were doing. But these guys, it's so surprising that they were so surprising to me. These guys worked in government before. and up to the present, they couldn't come up with the proper ministry names. They just give me bit by bit, piece by piece. So it's not something. So they can making revelations that we need to listen to and taking seriously.
Okay, that flow.
Alexander comments.
Wow.
Let me see this for the record. Prince Johnson, who I talked to, but I got the support of people in the after war and big people too. Like I said, tomorrow station will come and it come. Those are people that I got support from. SK, Steve, their men will throw Prince Johnson on the bus. Because in the problem, the problem coming from? You not see Prince Johnson late for appointment?
Yeah, I was told that Prince Johnson list was rejected, was thrown away.
No, Prince Johnson will come back.
He will come back?
Prince Johnson want to employ more than Joseph Boakai.
So how big is the list?
Prince Johnson want to employ more than Joseph Boakai. When you look at Prince Johnson list, then Joseph Boakai only get 100% to employ.
Wow.
Yeah, because he said he made Joseph Boakai. But Joseph Boakai said you can dance with the devil just to win. You see how desperate he was? When you look at it, you see him far or you don't see, you will see the woman beauty from distance. But then the woman come close to you. And Joseph Boakai have come close to me. Joseph Boakai lost taste.
So President Monte, something came to his mind. He wanted to ask you.
I wanted to follow up with a question, Yeke. You see, Yeke, I got a question for you, right? I said it initially that everything we are seeing happening is nothing new, is nothing strange. And for a guy like you that have been in the house for a while, people believe in your advocacy. You somebody who believe in what you believe in, you go for it with all your might, you spend money. But the one thing I want to ask, at the initial stage of the campaign, when the CPP, the formation of the CPP, people saw you along with mostly Alexander Cummings. Now, saying everything you have said about Joseph Boakai, and you said this thing even before the election, people will ask, but how Yeke Koluba, knowing why Yeke Koluba knows, was able to switch from Alexander Cummings to a Joseph Boakai folly? I want you to tread the needle on that part, because you cannot be preaching, you projecting as a moralist and somebody who believes in what they believe in, and you have built a reputation, and people believe in what you believe in. Yeke, let me tell you something. Joseph Boakai won with later what 20,000 votes. You won with a polarity of the voters in your district, so you are more popular than Joseph Boakai. But the question here is, if you want to be this moralist, how you came from a Cummings to a Boakai, knowing what you know? How?
And let me say this, and let me be on record today. Most of my family stay in Ghana is being supported by Alexander Cummings.
Wow.
Let me say this for the record today. Let me say, you know what Alexander Cummings like me is because I'm not a deceitful person. Alexander Cummings and myself, we are talking. He wanted to make some decision and give me advice, and he changed it. That's who I am. But when I saw the space that the Liberian people were laying on Joseph Boakai's side, I decided that we will push the issue so the Liberian people can see for themselves. Look, if we're not going to make John Weah president, the people are going to think that John Weah can make Liberia walk on ice.
Okay.
If we bring Joseph Boakai to the stage, so Joseph Boakai can show the Liberian people who he is, the Liberian people always think Joseph Boakai can make the change. I want to appreciate Honorable Cummings. And what he has done for me, I will not be able to pay him back. I did not deceive him. Now, when we came from Bomi, Mentana Kopa and myself, when we went to negotiate for Cummings and Boakai to come together, when she came on spoon and said, the Liberian people said, they want to come man, and were opportune to call on the show, I told her, I said, going far from today, you and myself can never work together. You have taken side. Go back to that recordings. I say you have taken side. It was not the mission. The mission is to bring the people together. Second, the people don't know. It was Joseph Boakai that broke the CPP.
But that one was no secret.
I was going between them. But you know, most of the time when you say, people say, the other one, like because the man doing this for you. It was Joseph Barker is never a reconciler. Anything President Joseph Barker, the first thing will tell you, our NCAA, our selling uniform there, our janitor there, that the first thing is I'll start telling you.
Yeah, but because the man want to project himself as somebody who suffer, going up.
I think it's a legitimate response. I mean, Yeke got to sound the Liberian people, and you cannot dispute that from the result.
So I asked him, I said, Uncle Barker, what's the situation? He said, Kuman met me and say he want me to step aside so he can go. I said, okay, Mr. Barker, can you go to Kuman and tell him say you want him to be your running mate? Joseph Barker never approached Kuman. He told me he would not do it, and he didn't do it.
We have said this before here.
No, we said it. I guess I'm funny. It's nothing new. Yeke is not saying nothing new to me.
because we said this before. Now the representative man is confirming everything that we have said before. Yeah. So, Honorable Yeke, speaking of the asset declaration, Joseph Barker said he was going to do it before. Now he has not done it yet. And do you think it's going to be like a Johuya asset declaration wherein people can see it, or you think Joseph Barker will make it public this time around?
I don't see them making it public because it will be a disgrace with Joseph Barker. Joseph Barker don't have money in account 4 months ago. So
we can hear you.
I don't think they'll make it public because 4 months ago, Joseph Barker don't have money in account. So for a account to come now and people see money in it, it will raise a lot of eyebrow. So I don't know how to handle it. But I think we all should declare our asset. Yeah. People always say, Yeke got a house in Ghana. Sekou, I bought a house in Ghana for my family, and I can tell you how I bought a house. Do you know where the man got his vocational school to call Kamara, Mr. Kamara to Kongatan?
No, I don't know him.
No, he read to Kongatan, so on a vocational school there.
Yeah. Okay.
Arasi Lossi.
Mm-hmm.
He used to work with LTA.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, the land after him. I bought that land since 2009. Sekou. I sold that land for 50,000. Go to where United Party had a campaign office on our Wi-Fi. Take a tour there. Ask the people there, say where you can hire property here. I sold that property to a church for 50,000 3 years ago. I bought a house in Ghana for 130,000 US for my family to live in. I also have sold a property to ambush camp. Anybody that know ambush camp, go there, go ask the point in the town. They will tell you, Sekou, I don't have a property for 2016 coming. All my property is from 2014 down.
Wow.
Sekou, I tell you how many property I get. I go to Marshall, I get 7 acres to Marshall. Now one of them I went to jail for.
So you've been a smart businessman. You've been flipping property.
So, Jamal, I think Yeke have said it all.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a long interview.
We've gone already more than an hour, so I think we should try to wrap up here and wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow is Friday. We'll come. My revelation continue tomorrow, Paul.
Yes, this is. I mean, what you think of Yeke? Yeke narrated the story. He had to go to Joseph Barker because of the people, the way they were going.
I think he revealed more than what he has done to George Weah, man. He didn't know much about George Weah. George insulted him because he was not performing well, but he gave him detailed information about what has transpired from the CPP time up to the present. I think one time I can tell you, I sat with Mr. Cummings and in Germany when he came to Europe. The same question Yeke said, I think we said on this film, and I asked him straight out, Mr. Cummings, why is it this all vast presidential stuff? What are you thinking? To Jamal, I said, look, whatever the situation is, the old man has not come to me. And I met him face to face in Germany. I think you were there with me as well.
Yeah.
You know, we've said this, but people won't believe you. He said, the old man did not come to me. It's not about, I'm not being in Liberia. It's just like how you come across to me. But we keep saying that he said that Mr. Comey was not making any move. He was the one that broke away. He was so power conscious, and they were desperate. The man say he's desperate to face Liberia. He's not desperate to come. He can live his life for the next. That man can live the next 25 years. He doesn't need anything from us. But what is Liberia is like, we got to learn, and this is why we try to avoid Paul. For years, 2 years, we're on the show talking about selecting the right people. But they're telling us they have experience. They're telling us they've been in government for a long time. They want Mr. Cummings to be vice president so they can show you how to steal. Yeah, well, that was the idea. They wanted to be vice president so he can steal. They must say, no, I don't want to be vice president. But he did not speak to him. He did not. It's traditional, like he said. John Palu said it on the show here. He told us, they say he went to Mr. Barker. Mr. Barker's traditional. He's an older man, can't go to the Cummings to ask him to be a vice president. So I think there are more revelations to come up, Paul. And tomorrow we'll have a show. If you just join wherever you are in Liberia, we say welcome. You join us through Jala TV. We thank you very much for joining us. We are here every time. We'll be relaying through Jala TV. And you have comments, questions, concerns, please put it through. And if you see there's a people who want to improve, let us know. Drop your comment. We'd like to improve. Tomorrow we'll share our contacts. You can send us what you have to share with us. If you don't want to be on the show, like you don't want information to come through here, we'll share our contact tomorrow so you can share with us. Our colleague Linford is not in tonight. You'll be on tomorrow, Friday. We'll be here to also carry on. Tomorrow at the same time, we'll be starting tomorrow at Liberia time, 8 o'clock. If you watch your Liberia, also Jala TV will be live tomorrow on Jala TV tomorrow at 8 o'clock. As well, UK, 8 o'clock. In Europe, Central Europe, 9 o'clock, Central European time. So, Paul, that was a good revelation tonight. I don't know where. We also would love to hear from you tomorrow. If you got something to add to get advise us on this, share your idea. What do you want to be discussing? We also want to hear from you. Send on your topic. We'll go into it and find out what do you want to know more about. This is what all about. It's not what we bring in. You tell us what do you want to hear. We'll go all length to find out and give you more information. Paul?
Yeah. I mean, the show. What I discovered tonight from this show, at least we know now we have two presidential contenders for 2029, Yeke Koluba and Joel Howard Taylor. So we don't know who else going to come out because it will be interesting. Would that be Jeremiah Kun or Omer Boyka against Joel Howard Taylor and Yeke Koluba? Who knows? This will be.
Don't forget, CDC is preparing to come back. They want to make Mr. Barker a one-time president as well.
So would that be Joel they bring in because she was the number 2? Interesting time. Yeke is now started campaigning from door to door that he'll be the next president of Liberia. Interesting time. So we have a long 6 years to go, and this 6 years, where Yeke said he have his backing from the White House and no one can touch him. So that's the revolution that he broke. It will be interesting to know what our people think. And Yeke being truthful on this thing about the money issue, where the money coming from and the money just disappearing. But the way he went out today, calling Joseph Newman Barker, the president, as role in the house today, I think it's something we need to look at that video and analyze it properly. We might get Jala to see if we can get Yeke on the program to clarify a few things. The thing with Cummings, that Cummings supporting his family in Ghana, we didn't know that. Yeke broke that also. And going Boyka way because the way the people were thinking. So he went that way. But then in less than 2 months, Yeke is on fire again. That thing's now going the way it's supposed to go. So tomorrow we'll be having Miata on the show tomorrow. I think I'm saying the details. So she'll be here. We might have Lucretia also, and Linford will be back. So we'll have a full house tomorrow, and we'll be looking forward to George Weah outgoing speech and the inaugural speech. We'll look at it tomorrow. And we'll see where George Weah left in the covers. He said he left good money there. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. And we'll also look at some of the appointments that are coming through. So, yes, I think it was a good show tonight. And to our viewers, thanks for following us always. For those on Jala TV, thanks for joining us. Those on the two bottom line, we know people on YouTube as well as the bottom line discussion piece. So we got people from all ends. I would say thanks for following us. Jamal, where you want to close our way?
I want to our national anthem. Thank you very much. I want to say a big thank you to all those who, wherever you follow us, we say a big thank you. Don't forget to join us tomorrow, right here on the platform. This is Bottom Liberia Live for Europe. We'll be here tomorrow at 8 o'clock Liberian time, 8 o'clock UK time, 9 o'clock Central European time. Wherever you are, please join us. We discuss Liberia. We may continue with Yaka Koliba's video tomorrow, the audio video. There are more revelations on the video. He had an interview with SKTV. We want to say a big thank you to SKTV for sharing this video, for recording the interview he had with Honorable Yaka Koliba. We'll say a big thank you. He's been our soul, so we'll use it tomorrow again. So we did not complete the video, so we may complete the video tomorrow as part of the show, so you can pick from there. We also want you to send your comments, concerns, suggestions. If you want some changes, you want for us to discuss, please send us your comment. We will look into it and see what we can do and improve the system. We look up to you. This is all about you. It's all about Liberia. Let's share the fun. Let's talk Liberia. And once again, thank you very much for joining us and have a pleasant evening.
Yeah.